trying to play the next game. Let's get it going.
A lot of other fellas as well behind the scenes, you know. It's definitely a grind. It's definitely a grind to get there. People can find me on Twitch at Loyalty Comp. If they ever want to come and kick it out with me, I play with pretty near everyone, all my supporters in my chat. And yeah, we just have a real fun time, you know.
And while we're in the city, we have to recognize the beast of the esport taking the most rival day wins over this season. Congratulations.
Moving on to MyCareer champion.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ed Van Vliet out there with Junior. And it's Birch in at the 5. And for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And they always say great offense beats great defense, but let's give those elite defenders their due. Shaq, who stands out as the best defensive players in your mind in the league right now?
Well, I got 3 names. First, since I'm the big guy, let's go with the big guys. Rudy Gobert, a.k.a. the Stifle Tower. See, that's his bread and butter. You talk about defense. Then you got to go to that's the claw, Kawhi Leonard. Always going to be on that list. And I got to throw in Jimmy Butler. He never backed down from anyone.
Can you make that noise one more time? Is that like a bird or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You have the job. I like that.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And it's denied.
And love how high Fultz gets on these projections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shaq, when you played, you had an incredible presence in the media. Shaq, if you had social media back then, what might have been different?
Well, for me, I would have loved to have a direct communication with the fans. No misquotes. Big Aristotle's been misquoted a lot. I don't think they understand my genius. See, to me, E equals MC squared. You don't know that. Anyway, I admit I could have been a distraction at time, but hey, who cares?
Here's Birch. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And that one's good, Junior.
It seems like Gatorade has had a huge NBA star be the spokesman forever now. They announced that Junior will be the basketball rep for Gatorade heading forward.
Guys like Paul George and D. Wade, they've all worked with Gatorade. They feel that Junior can reach that kind of level of superstar status.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Anunoby. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Shaq, you've played with so many other stars during your career, but talk about some of the incredible role players that were so important for you and the teams you played on.
You know, you like to use the word role players, Kevin. I like to use the word others. Off the top of my head, Udonis Haslam, Robert Horry, Mike Penberthy, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, my main man Horace Grant, and my OGs, Brian Shaw and Gary Payton.
Good name. Porter, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Junior. He had a 30-point outing their last game against New York.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Here's Fultz. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Ross on the wing.
And something that all players have to deal with, Shaq, the wear and tear of the NBA season. Talk about the ways you cope with that physical toll.
Well, over time, you just have to learn what you can and can't get away with. Nutrition has to be a factor into that. Training has become a bigger part of the game for everyone. So,
what about nutrition? When did that become, for you, like an everyday thing that you always thought about?
When I got older.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, I could eat anything and move. But as soon as I got the taste of being old, it wasn't the same. I just knew I had to change.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and in that...
Carter down low, and it's all evened up. Carter's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Junior's out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate that
Greg,
I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
okay. I don't
okay.
want to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't want to stay here with you guys. Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as
the big Aristotle.
Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. And the Raptors also making a change. Flynn's checked in. Junior the pass to Siakam. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
Outside Porter. On the wing, Isaac. Covered by Siakam. Here's Porter. And that one comes up a bit short.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Kept alive. Junior the pass to Siakam. Flynn dishes to Junior. He got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Raptors lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter in at the center. Pass to Ross. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Here's Birch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Toronto shooting their first free throw. The high post shot. That one doesn't go. The Magic trail by 5. Down low. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Fultz. Carter's got 9.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Kicks it to Anthony. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound, Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
Carter hits them both. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Fultz. Oh, the power on that. Prudent.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here's Porter. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Junior. Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. OG Anunoby is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Junior. And it's Flynn in at the point guard position. Just 5 on the clock. Raptors need to get a shot.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Outside, Porter. Looking to end his cold spell. Toronto grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Flynn with it. Now guarded by Fultz. And the shot goes down.
Timeout.
Flynn's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for the Raptors. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Shooting two. That free throw good from Fultz.
Well, you think into Markelle Fultz's early part of his career, he was under such scrutiny as the #1 overall pick. This guy's starting to prove how valuable he can be.
So he gets them both. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Junior. Anunoby passes to Junior. Back to Anunoby. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Fultz dishes to Porter. Orlando moving the ball around. Anunoby against Ross. It's blocked.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Inside. Poked away. Here's Carter. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And Porter comes to help. Boucher kicks to Junior. Back to Boucher. Van Vliet looking around. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. And that'll be his fifth. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
So I talk till I drop. You say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I feel and I fantasize. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains.
Career champion. You managed to make the perfect builds for more than just high school record-breaking, but careers worthy of the Hall of Fame. This year's winner for most NBA championships in MyCareer is EBG JJ. Congratulations! Next up, some people love the extended story and legacy of MyCareer, but others are masters of the quick game. So this year's Play Now online MVP title goes to Denny6132 Young. Congratulations. Over to the My Team GOAT. New to 2K21, My Team seasons were packed with surprises, challenges, and amazing cards. And this user was there for it all. This year's My Team GOAT was Long Long Home, earning well over 2 million XP. Way to dominate out there.
Damn, 2 million XP. Bro. Controller sweaty and oily as fuck.
Welcome to 2K Sports for
Oh
another
yeah,
edition
world
of NBA
champs.
basketball.
Fucking show that,
I'm
buddy.
Kevin Harlan alongside
Let's
Craig
go.
Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions staying."
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the four spot. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Junior's out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Birch in at the 5 roaming the paint. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like
Straight
a guard-centric
pick and roll play.
league right now because everybody can play that position.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Conley finds Mitchell. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Toronto shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Free throw good, Junior. And so he's able to get one of two.
Holy fuck.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
And Junior throws it down.
He's heady, he's unselfish.
Mitchell.
All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Here's Conley. The shot, no good. Nice D from Junior.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. Back to Gobert. 5 on the clock. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way.
Here's Conley after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And stolen by Siakam. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Now, here's Mitchell. And they get it. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I really like Donovan Mitchell's composure out there, leading this team by example.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Now, here's Junior. He has 7. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Hayes is checked in for the Raptors. Tom. Shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
For 3 seconds.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist-to-turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's Rudy Gobert, then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Niang in at the 4. Now, here's Anunoby. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Junior missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. And, Steve, is that contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Hey, Kevin, it is a real thing. You see guys more focused. You see guys that's usually not on time. On that contract year, you see guys on their best behavior, and you see some of their best play on the court overall.
Here's Van Vliet. Michael Conley making his last shot. Junior with it. He's got 7. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Ingles against Siakam. Ingles passes to Conley. It's tipped. And Gobert kicks to Niang. Over in the corner, Conley. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Raptors trail by 3. Junior the pass to Van Vliet. And here is Anunoby. Pass to Junior. Raptors making a switch here. Hood's checked in. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Ingles up top. By Hood. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Junior. And it's Birch in at the center.
Did you see that communication? It was terrific. Offensively, they used the pick play to set up easy looks.
Jazz trail by 5. Niang passes to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
They are at their best when Mitchell pushes the action. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
Now here's Junior. He's got 10. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
Yep, it counts. 14 points for Junior.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. To the inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Latrey bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Outside Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Okay, big man with muscles coming through. Gobert is hard to stop when he's looking to score.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Kem Birch. Then for the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mitchell. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Stolen by Conley. Here's Niang. Boucher defending.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw. Light on his feet, quick off the floor, and showing creativity. OG Anunoby.
Let's fucking go.
Niang passes to Clarkson. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Van Vliet against Clarkson. The 17-footer. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 16 points for Junior.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And Favors kicks to Conley. Van Vliet against Clarkson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred?
Birch the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet against Mitchell. Passes to Junior. There's the 3. Utah with the rebound. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Niang in at the power forward position. Free throw good. Clarkson.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Jazz trail by 16. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. right side, Conley. Right at the free throw line. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Gobert.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Out to the right wing. Here's Junior. It's deflected. Utah has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 19 points.
And for Donovan, the three really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
Junior kicks to Van Vliet. The pass to Siakam. Now here's Van Vliet. Covered by Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Here's Junior. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. A three ball. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket for Mitchell.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
Here's Junior. And again, Toronto no up.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Man. This guy gets every fucking call.
Foul. Joe Ingles is checked in for Utah.
Great.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Junior the pass to Birch, and the layup is good. And the Raptors lead by 10.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
That one goes in.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Junior. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I feel when I fantasize. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we
Last game versus Miami. Let's go.
Another new feature in 2K21 was the W, where you can build a My Player in the WNBA and chase greatness. And this year's WMVP is Kel. Now, Kel wasn't able to join us, but we still wanted to share their excitement. I am so happy the W was included in the game and that it's being recognized with an award. My late father and I loved watching the WNBA together.
CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake and nothing.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020.
All right, thank you, David. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ariza in at the 4 spot. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Junior's out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Birch in at 7. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Junior.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Now, here's Adebayo. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against Utah.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Here's Dragic. Pass to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Dragic. Shoots over Anunoby. Again, Dragic missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
It's good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside Butler. Ariza against Siakam. That's tipped. And here we go. Junior heading to the hoop. VanVleet passes to Junior. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right
Look,
away.
fucking jam
Gotta
it on
show
this
those
guy.
shooters you're gonna be there all night long.
Here's Junior. 20 points for him last game against Utah.
And Junior, a player who's expected to be a bit of a project. They'll give him spots here and there early in the year, but he's shown well in the time he's had thus far.
And Greg, Junior, a player they have high hopes for, just not early on. Talent is there, certainly, but the opportunities to develop might not be readily available. Now, here's Junior. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Junior off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Dragic. Outside Robinson. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Robinson kicks to Butler. Shoots over Anunoby. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
VanVleet passes to Junior. Toronto working the ball around now. Over to the wing. The pass to Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam will...
Now, here's Junior. 5 points in the game. Burge kicks to Anunoby. Now, here's Junior. D right on him. For three, Van Vliet. First shot, first miss. He's out of the blocks fast.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Heat trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Kendrick Nunn, Trevor Ariza out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the three. For Miami, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Can't throw down the putback. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Nunn kicks to Dragic. Over Junior. The second chance effort. Excellent D from Junior.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Anunoby. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Dragic. Junior hits it from three-point range. Junior's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion. Then put him to the test, carding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And so here is Miami. The Raptors getting the bucket. Another miss by Dragic.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And it's Junior missing. The Heat trail by 14. Outside Robinson. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And the Raptors call time here. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Some changes for Toronto. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ken Burch. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Miami, Bielitsa, who's checked in for Ariza. Butler comes in for Robinson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. Here's Hero. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Nunn finds Butler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
Now, Jimmy's an interesting personality on the team. So between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, that can be a delicate balance.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy...
So it's Toronto with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been
drinking water.
the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Junior's out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Birch in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They double him with Butler. Here's Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Goran Dragic. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And here are the Heat now. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. It's a 16-point game.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job of rebounding.
Team, bro. Get him out of Miami.
The Heat trail by 18.
Bum like Trevor Ariza.
Passes it to Butler. 2 minutes into the second half of play now.
The last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
The Heat have an exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Chris Boucher's checked in for Kem Birch. And so Butler nails both of them.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Anunoby passes to Junior. Good D by Ariza. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Butler against Anunoby. Shoots from the block. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 8.
Kind of fun when you have a fast break where guys want to join you, and Jimmy Butler, he's a member of the party.
Pass to Siakam. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Robinson. Great D that time from VanVleet. Toronto leading by 14.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name, though.
And the Heat call time here. Junior really making a difference here.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some...
And there's the pass to Siakam. Kicks it to Junior. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Siakam passes to Junior. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there. Possibly leg tired here in the second half.
On the court for the Heat. Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Adebayo in at the foul spot. And count it, this shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Free throw good, Junior. The Heat trail by 18. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero passes to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And he banks in the layup.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And Junior
Let's go.
throws it down hard.
Let's go.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hero. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Adebayo finds Dragic. 6 to shoot. The shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Pass to Van Fleet. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The pass to Dragic. Knocked loose. Junior with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Anunoby has the open look. Hits the three-point foul. And the Raptors lead by 21.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys.
Having a crazy
in good
good
spirits
fourth quarter.
and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And now a moment to present the New Balance play. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Ooh, new Gatorade bottle? Okay. Nice. Can pick jerseys now.
So I talk till I drop. You say how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought when I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it
Alright, I'll play one more.
make it snow, both you and
watching the WNBA together. He would be so excited. I am glad there are people out there supporting the W. Thank you. Taking a break from the awards to recognize another winner. If you haven't picked them up yet, the Winning Shoe Creator Challenge design is in the NBA store and it's available for everyone. We jumped in the game recently, sported the kicks, and took on our winning designer, the Big Apple. The season may be over, but we'll still be out there and we'll be on the lookout for those.
The financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. Here's the starting group for Houston. All out there with Gordon. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Wilson in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Junior's out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Baines in at the 5 spot. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
Here's Junior. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Junior's got his second basket of the night.
Well, in shoe news, we saw that Junior signed on with one of the heavy hitters. A big moment for him as he becomes a member of the Nike team.
Nike marketing must have made a great presentation, Greg, to land Junior. Great to see a player like Junior continue to work hard and get his own shoe deal. VanVleet against Gordon. Here's Junior. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Wall. And the shot is long. Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here's Wall. Wall missing again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And a wide open look for Junior. Good. VanVleet gets the assist. 11 points for Junior.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Here is Wall. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Here's Nwaba. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Junior. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 11. Wall with the bounce pass. The shot by Wilson, no good, and it's the Raptors' ball. They've got a 13-2 run goal. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now the pass to Olenek. Outside Gordon. Here's Wall. Takes it from 10. It's deflected, and he gets it back. They recover it, and he makes that one. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Oh shit, I got a block.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Cam Burks is checked in for Aaron Baines. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Woods checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside Hood. Junior the pass to Birch. And he dunks it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Passes it to Augustine. He dishes it to House. Here's Tate. That's tipped. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Hayes is checked in for Junior. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Toronto.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Moran, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Wall. Wilson out there with a limit. And there's Gordon. And it's Nwaba in at the three, the small forward.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Nwaba passes to Gordon. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Inside, Gordon is at a disadvantage, but he's tough and he's physical. I mean, he's able to play through contact on that shot.
Gordon hits both of them. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Miami Heat. Pass to Junior. Good, nice job down low. Junior's got 15.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Wall lets the three fly. The Rockets with another miss.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to
destroying
find your
John
way
Wall
back
right now.
into this game. Get to work on the glass. .107 left to play here in the second quarter. From 12 feet out. Rebound by the Raptors. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
And you know they might not be in the same conference, but with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Outside, Wall. Shot to stop the run. That one, no good. Now, Toronto takes it the other way.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's off on the first.
and the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Aaron Baines. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Bradley. Not a lot of room. Right wing. With the fadeaway. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Wilson's got his second bucket of the night.
And that is textbook perfect. The bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Here's Junior. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 6th assist on the night.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Junior. And it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For Toronto, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, VanVleet. Here is Wall. Pass to Wilson. Outside Gordon. No good from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And for Houston, they're shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Wall against Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Wall passes to Wilson. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And that one hits back iron.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Junior kicks to Lowry. There's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Wall passes to Wilson. Back to Wall. Wide open look. It's good. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Lowry looking around. Junior kicks to Birch. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
There's the pass to Nwaba. Outside, Wall. Now here's Olynyk. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Wall's shot is good.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Now here's Junior. Defended by Gordon. Junior the pass to Birch. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Junior. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Gordon inside. Now recovering. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Wall missing again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Gordon against Lowry. Gordon the pass to Wall. Good on the bucket. Wall's got 12.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep six or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Good, finds Lowry. Now here's Junior. Shoots, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Wall passes to Nwaba. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Wall. There's the triple. Wall missing again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Toronto's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example.
Yeah, get me out, coach.
And so Toronto takes this
and we won. I didn't even come out in the fourth.
Game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
Let's go, boys.
Particularly here at home. It's
Let's
a great
fucking
feeling
go.
when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Ooh, I got a free car. Let's go. All right.
So I talk till I drop. You say how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize.
That was some good shit. What a fucking game.
Games with my mind making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low.
Fucking face the Sixers next time.